I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
The stewardess said both pilots.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
You are a rat. Don't call me a rat, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend.
I just want to suck it, see what it tastes like.
I'm gonna jam this thing so far down your throat.
No. Wait.
I'm gay.
I'm a lesbian.
I am actually pansexual.
I am transgender.
Ha! Gay!
Hail to the Gooch father.
I can't why are you clapping, Gooch? That's what you're supposed to do after the intro. You're supposed to clap. You didn't do it.
Please clap.
I'm just watching him in the back. Like,
I was dying. I'm like, oh, you mother.
Welcome to Off the Hip episode 64. Getting closer to that golden number, 69. I'll have to figure out something to do. Yeah. What?
Oh.
Whoa. What is with you today?
I think Fig Bag is.
I defer to my lord.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Your aura is just spreading. Okay.
I'm uncomfortable. Like it just can be.
I can put you next to Anime Game Boy. There we go.
There we go.
But now he's got you trapped in the corner.
Yeah.
Can you like overlap us? Is that possible?
No.
This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Before we get started though, Steak Man, how have you been?
Doing good, man. So Saturday I started doing like a stream I'm gonna start doing every Saturday. It's gonna be like 6 hours long. It was really, really long. I had like a record high view count, so that was really fun. And me and Nerd Slap also tried out Peak. We're looking into that game recently. I
want to play that with you guys.
Super, super tough. It's
so
a fun
much
game.
Fun. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Awesome. Mo, how are you doing?
Doing well. Just did the Monday Hangover with the Saska sisters. That was really fun. And gonna do this tonight, and then I'm gonna enjoy my vacation. So I am offsite. I know you can't tell by my disappearing microphone that just kind of comes into, but glad to be here and happy to hang out with the Gooch again. I think he's got the record for most guest appearances. I'm sure he's regretting that every time he sees him in the intro. But
No. No.
I think this might be your third time on the show, right?
It's third,
Or is it
yeah.
second?
Is it my third?
Yeah.
I thought it was my second.
When I was putting your intro in the folder on my computer, I already had a Gooch 2 folder, so I made a Gooch 3 folder. So it must be you must be the third one.
Well,
Maybe,
someone
did
likes
you
the
did you
Gooch.
label?
Wow.
Yeah. Did you
Oh.
label it like Rambo, where it
Maybe,
was like?
yeah, no, maybe the first time I had Gooch on, I couldn't make a Gooch folder because of the existing Gooch folder. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. All right, we'll get to
You
the
have a
bottom of it later.
I'm just honored you have a folder of the Gooch.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Now, what you do with it is another story, but I mean,
Yep. Socks off.
yeah.
Hayden, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just had probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. It was a bacon wrapped jalapeno popper pizza.
What? That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they just use olive oil on the pizza crust, and the pizza crust is like real thin, like a cracker. And then they put cheese on it, and then you get bacon, jalapeno, and cream cheese.
So it's a white pizza.
It's a white pizza, and it was fucking delicious. And you guys were talking about Peak earlier. I want to play that game with you guys because so far I've played by myself twice, completely alone, and I have made it halfway up the third mountain on my own.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Gooch, you're such a child.
I am. Sorry. Sorry.
You just started giggling when you said you played
yeah.
with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I played
Crazy.
by myself. But yeah, halfway up the third mountain on my own. So with
Yeah, I
no-
struggle on the second one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a tough game.
It is a very tough game, but I think I'm getting pretty good at finding the paths to get up those mountains. Like there's been times that I wish I had somebody to help, but I find a way to make it work.
It's the same time every time you go up, right? Like it's not like
No,
RNG or
so
anything.
apparently it does change occasionally.
I think it's like every couple days or something. Like
yeah,
that.
every couple of days they change it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sweet. Well, Gooch, someone who's not known for solo leveling whatsoever, how are you doing?
I am good. I'm tickety boo. I had a stream earlier today, starting off the animation block again, reviewing some cartoons from 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. And
Bullwinkle.
Rocky and Bullwinkle. Surprised we started off with that one, but it was the right choice. And then of course we got the Badger's Den, and I'm here tonight. Honored to be here. Don't know about this guy though. Yeah. And of
DEI
course
quota.
it's Superman. It's Superman week, which
Oh man.
oh boy,
Yeah,
here we go.
so I have to go off like social media tomorrow then, because people are going to be seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a whole week. That's really annoying.
Nice knowing you, Norman.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. And tickety boo. Google it. It's a word. Yes.
Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
He's on form tonight, folks.
And Big Mac, I was worried about you, and then I still invited you on the show after. So I don't know if I'm the idiot or so. How are you doing?
Any regrets?
I'm doing pretty good. I just got back from a trip to Chicago this weekend. Went to the Shed Aquarium. It's pretty cool. We were there for a few hours actually. Freaking, it was hot though. I'll tell you what, it was freaking burning hot. People can't drive over there. But
God.
you were very much a fool for letting me on the show.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh
What
yeah.
does not people not knowing how to drive and being hot have to do with fucking anything. Like,
No,
I
No,
I thought
we send him.
Scream.
We'll send him to the island. That'll solve the problem.
I thought after the back room talk, he would have been like, I went to Chicago and the glory holes were amazing. That's what I thought he was going to start going into.
No, it was
I-
mostly chicks, unfortunately, so I couldn't really have any enjoyment. Yeah.
All right, somebody clip that.
He just triples down insane.
That is the gayest thing that you
Yeah.
have said all night.
Yeah. All right.
It goes up from there.
He's been on a roll tonight, folks. He really
I was gonna
has.
say that makes sense coming from the guy that probably walks backwards through Boys Town. So
Yeah, Big Mac, I demand that you change the
Dude,
sign behind
my
you.
favorite vacation spot is Thailand. I love to go to
Oh,
Bangkok.
whoa, whoa,
All right.
whoa!
All
That's
right,
like a
that's
whole
enough.
different level.
Change the sign.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be right back after that one.
There, yeah.
No, I had it.
Too bright. Too bright.
Sorry. There we
That's
go.
pretty gay. There we go.
There's the full one. Yeah.
All
Quality.
right. Now,
Big
now
back
everybody
games, ladies and
knows.
gentlemen.
Mhm.
Big back shots. I just realized your name was changed.
Because we were talking about back shots. So, yeah, never mind. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that.
What?
Oh, there-
Whose account is this?
Here's a new one.
You haven't seen that one yet?
That one's not Isaac, unless it's like another account because it's not a mod.
Is it a finger? Is it a wiener? You'll never know.
Well, whoever does the AI art that replies to your streams all the time, Gooch, every time the panel gets turned into little anime figures, I just look like a penis running around with a gun. So.
And the issue is,
I guess I'm not complaining. I'm just spitting facts. Norman, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I said on Trigger Happy that I wasn't done with my Doctor Who fic, and I ran out of new Who to watch, so I went all the way back to 1973, and I've embarked on watching about 40 years worth of television. So that's where I'm at.
Nice.
Holy
Hell yeah. Nerd Scalp, thank you for making the intro. You did a little bit extra, you know. Nerd Wars is always talking about the extra, and you did that when it comes to Gooch in the intro today. So
I felt like he deserved an extra special intro, you know, just being the most featured guest on this panel and all.
Mm-hmm.
Deserves something a little special. Hence the Gooch father. But then he's also apparently gay, lesbian, bisexual, all that stuff. So
This is coming from the guy who said, "I'm gonna shove this so far down your throat" in the intro. Just letting you know.
that was taken out of context.
No.
All right, I will stand by that. And that's not even the worst thing that anybody said on this panel, especially coming from you, sir.
Well,
I
at least
feel like-
he
I feel like
it with his
nerd-
name and LGBT lighting behind him. That's the main thing.
I feel like Nerd Scalp's intros are more of a window into his sexuality than a dunk on anybody else on this panel because they're getting increasingly more gay and more gay.
All right,
Seems
so we
more-
have Mozam therapist here.
Yeah, I demand some Sydney Sweeney in the next intro. I think we'd all be appreciative of that.
Are you sure
Mhm.
about that?
Oh.
Oh well. Oh god.
Oh.
Do I?
What have you done?
Oh no.
What have you done?
You don't
He's-
want to know.
Because he's just going to face swap her face onto someone. Oh,
It'll be Norman.
It'll be you.
Yeah.
be thankful I'm here this week because I'm
See,
not going
that's-
to be on
that's what
Sydney
we-
Sweeney.
Well,
You guys got to understand now, though. That's what we're expecting. Nerd Slap's a different kind of sinister. You just don't know what it is until it hits you, and
Well,
then you realize it could never have been anything else.
do you guys remember in Discord someone put Hoodie D's face on Sydney Sweeney, and then Isaac said that Hoodie had nice boobs?
Yep.
Quality.
I do remember that.
Yep.
So my son, his birthday's this week. Anyways, he has met Hoodie D. I said we call it. He said I thought he was Mexican. He's
Well
known
done.
him for like
Well
months. He's
done.
met him in person at meetups and stuff. He's like, I thought he was Mexican. I swore he was
Wait,
Mexican.
he's
Good
not.
lad.
No, he's. And I had
He's
to
the
explain to him why he
Mexican
thought that way. Yeah.
Racially ambiguous.
We got some super chats real quick. Cajun Corey for 5. Thank you, Cajun. Here we go. What do ducks love about 4th of July? Firecrackers.
Quality.
Okay.
Did you see
Uh-oh.
Gooch try to look away like he wasn't going to laugh, and then he did?
I don't know why these little stupid jokes make me laugh. I don't.
That's why we love you, Gooch.
Love's a strong word.
And then we got Nightsaber, the fart knocker himself, gifted 1 membership. Thank you, dude.
Nightsaber, thanks, brother.
Appreciate it. And if anybody wants to know about some of these inside jokes, join the GCA Discord.
Absolutely.
It definitely pops off over there.
Especially the meme war section.
Yes. And speaking of popping off, I was sent a couple of things to add to my cursed bookmarks today. Let's turn this down actually.
This looks so safe.
They made a little wooden jig out of a whole bunch of Roman candles.
Whoa! What? They made what?
It's a jig.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, the hard J.
If I mispronounce it, don't worry. I have the pass. It's okay. Kreese gave it to me.
Oh, that's right. He's safe. He's safe.
Yep. So they got.
Shall not be infringed.
I mean, it's pretty dope.
That is pretty awesome. I want to see the view from like 3 blocks over, though.
Why aren't we playing Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes over that? That should.
Yeah.
Did we not know that?
Not gonna lie, that was me when I had some Mexican food for the first time.
Well, Gooch, now that you're this far south, you're going to be eating a lot more Mexican food since you're at a border state. So,
wait, was it real Mexican? Was it Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Good old crunch wrap, dude.
Nagadol knows.
Oh yeah, where's Nagadol at? I just realized he's not here.
He said he's going to be late. He said he's running late. He was making some dinner.
Okay.
All right. Well,
that's really bad if you're having bad problems after eating tacos and you're a Gooch. You're kind of in the epicenter, are you?
It was kind of a joke, but yeah.
I know, but you're the Gooch. That's really close to that area. I'm concerned.
Yeah. It almost burnt the Gooch. Yes.
you have to stay 100% in the lane of your meme, Gooch. You can't stray from it.
Okay.
All right. We got another one here, and I think I'm going to be getting one of these pretty soon.
Oh, I saw
my!
Oh yeah,
I love this.
There it is. You see a little fake Claymore right there. It's seemingly rigged up to his doorbell.
That guy just flashed back to every single COD match he's ever had in his life.
Yup.
He's checking if it's real.
Wait a minute.
Is it really worth the sale?
So look, he used his tablet to knock on the door instead. So
Hey.
I went to the internet and I started looking because I want one too. And it says $20. You can get it for $13.99.
Oh,
Nice.
that's even better.
But then I looked at some of the related products and check this out. There's one that like shoots.
Oh my god.
These Amazon.
We're gonna get
sounds
taken
so
down
loud.
again. Watch out.
Yeah. it has this it's got a little remote clicker so you can pretend like you're at Stargate. And it basically has that little parachute. You just put whatever you want in there and it flings it out.
Oh,
That is awesome.
I used to be big into like airsoft mill sim, and they have so many cool things like this.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a ton of it.
It
all
probably
over the place.
originated with that, to be honest.
Oh, guaranteed.
He's got little fuzzy
How
balls.
many people put dog shit in here and like?
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I just found that kind of funny. So imagine if you actually made that work with the doorbell. So when this
Yeah,
one's
if
there,
you do
push
that,
the button.
all you have to do is put a sign over it that says "Do not ring bell," and then you're free. That's not legal advice, but that's my theory. Because you told them not to ring the bell.
I've got a couple of submissions for random bookmarks that I just thought were pretty good. First of all, just a guy riding a cushion. That's all.
I've never seen anything like this. That's a whole ottoman, bro, with a storage container.
He parked it.
I've seen the couch, but not just the ottoman. That's hilarious.
On a
In a
long
parking spot.
Oh, it's one of those like remote control ones that has the motors in it.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
I wonder if you got like extra battery like in the ottoman.
I have never seen anything like that, bro. Did he go the other way? Yo, he's on the road with it, bro. Oh my god, dude.
I can't imagine that that's street legal.
This dude
like
is
90% of states.
I mean, he could add a chair to it for free.
Watch him get pulled over for no seatbelt.
No license, no license plate. That's what.
And then similar to that 4th of July video, someone made a nuke minigun in Fallout 4.
Oh,
no.
Oh my god.
Game crash in 3, 2, 1.
And that's
You
what
can
you need a
frames
Threadripper
just
for.
dropping, bro.
There you go.
What was his kill count?
Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
What was his kill count? Yes.
Did we get
The
rated over on
NPC
Rumble?
himself, his computer,
on Rumble?
GPU, the cooler. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like him typing that or if we actually got like rated.
Hey, how's it going, Comics Dad?
Not it.
Let's see here. I don't even know how Rumble works. My content. Oh, here we go. We got Gooch.
Hi.
Hi. No, we got like 2 people watching. No, 3 people.
Oh,
Like, because I just started watching.
so I was just thinking about the guy riding the ottoman. You think if he gets asked for his license and registration, he's got to get up and open it a little bit and reach in the.
That's true. That is true.
All right, officer, I'm
He's
going to
got a
stand up
gun.
now.
Oh, thanks for the raid, dude. Hell yeah.
Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
All right.
It's dead.
This one, I was laughing. No one is allowed to start calling me this, by the way.
Yeah.
I found your next shirt, big bag.
Butterfingerer.
This is
No.
Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Butt thing.
Butt finger.
Butterfingerer.
Butterfinger.
Yep. That's definitely
So
the next
confused.
shirt.
Oh.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta give him the fish hook, dude.
Someone's getting a shirt for Christmas.
Why is it when
I'll send my PO box down below.
Why is it when this kind of stuff
kidding.
happens? There's something extra. Like the guy he doesn't know it says butt finger, but he also was born without a neck for some reason. I don't know if you-
Yeah. Right.
It's always something else. Like he's got a wonky eye, or like it's never just one mistake. There's like a myriad of things happening.
Head and shoulders, dog.
Knees and toes.
Knees and
Hello,
toes.
Naganal. Thank you for joining us.
What up, dog?
Nardo?
All right. This next one. This is wild. I don't even know if this is real. Actually, Naganal, you want to do your intro?
No.
All right.
That is the best intro
Why
I've
is
ever seen
StreamYard
from you,
so
dog.
much different now? What the fuck?
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, someone's in a mood. Is that why you don't want to do your intro, Naganal?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Wrong side
Oh,
of the spit in
damn.
your cereal.
Is it the?
I'm
butt
actually not
finger?
doing that bad. I don't know.
Was it big
I
back?
got here and everything looks different. And I
You know
hate it.
what, Naganal? Do you sleep under the covers, like over your head?
No.
No? Okay. Because I
Drive
was
me
checking.
nuts.
Yeah. Well, you'll see with this video. This is kind of wild. I don't even know if this is real. This has got to be fake. Okay.
Her boyfriend kept farting under the covers until it caused her
oven.
actual brain damage. A couple was sleeping one night when the girlfriend suddenly felt dizzy and nauseous. Moments later, she passed out. Panicked, the boyfriend immediately called for an ambulance. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed her with hydrogen sulfide poisoning. Confused, they asked the man if she had been exposed to any toxic gas, but he denied it. After all, they're always together, so wouldn't he be poisoned too? After more questioning, the truth came out. The boyfriend had a habit of farting under the covers, and the girlfriend liked to sleep with the blanket over her head. This meant she was inhaling all of it, night after night, until her body
She's
couldn't take
adapting.
it anymore. Doctors said it was one of the strangest cases they'd seen. She recovered, but only after weeks of treatment. Now the couple sleeps with separate blankets, and maybe, just maybe, open windows. So yeah, if your boyfriend's a serial farter, tag him now.
Gooch
He
after
might
some
be
Taco
deadly.
Bell.
There is no way that's real.
Yeah,
but then they show this real
Everybody
picture.
farts
I
under the
don't know
covers.
anymore.
I think there was something going on before those farts even left that dude's body.
Oh man,
there is no way.
Well,
anyone else here a serial farter?
I mean,
Stank man,
there's
bro.
nothing.
Stank
Hey,
man
that's
got
wild,
problems, bro.
Calling me out is crazy. Bro. Look, it's a family thing. Like,
I didn't realize you could weaponize Dutch ovens. That's new to me.
Did you seriously just blame genetics on your farting?
Yeah, dude, it's like a family trait to just have the most rancid like.
Nah, his
Dude.
dad has problems, dude.
My older
bad.
brother is the worst. It is like something is wrong with that dude. It's crazy.
Because it's tampered with, Doug. Oh, never mind.
Wild.
I was gonna say, I mean, if I'm making a brisket, there's definitely gonna be some extra, you know.
Oh,
dude.
We
I
always
know some
have
chili
the
hates
times
seeds,
that
man.
there's extra, but to be labeled a quote serial farter and to fart enough under the covers that your girlfriend gets hydrogen sulfide poisoning. Like, that's fucking crazy because presumably every day she has a full day of just breathing oxygen and it's not enough. You're putting her in a literal gas chamber every night.
You know what she's literally training to do?
How
She's
is
literally
she-
training to be the first human to breathe on Venus. Like,
she is the Dutch oven champion.
Well,
yeah.
In her case, she was at Uranus training for Venus.
That was the gayest thing you ever said. Good job. Oh man.
I
tears.
think Isaac just had a stroke. Do we need to call an ambulance for his state or what's going on?
Free.
I think he's been cooking himself, sleeping under the covers. Yep.
Dude's percolating.
I mean, he's on that keto diet, high fat, high protein. You know. Let's see here.
Hang on. Right here. Yeah, sorry.
We have to hyperanalyze everything, Night Saver. And you're one to talk. You actually had to change your name to Night Farter for a week after what you did.
True.
So he was like, I didn't think you guys would hear it.
Oh my god. Earl.
Oh. Okay.
I don't fart. I toot.
Oh.
Like Canadian thing.
It's them
Canadians
barking
don't
spiders,
fart.
right?
I see barking spiders, man.
you can't fart too loud; it rattles the gooch. You don't want to
Yeah.
rattle the gooch.
You just
Gooch is
gotta
very
toot.
sensitive. Yes.
You got to whistle while you work.
Yeah. Can't go too heavy with it, otherwise it needs recalibrating, right?
Yeah. Oh god. See,
You
Erwin
wear out the
does this
rifling
and then-
down there. What's that even mean?
Dr. Squatch Gooch's farts, dude. Perfect.
I'm trying to remember. Someone told me the funniest joke one time. Like, my friend's dad was like, "Do you know what this word is?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "That's when someone bites at the fart bubbles at the bathtub." Okay. Next one.
Yeah. Let's
We're-
get serious now.
We're getting a
Let's
little
get
bit
serious.
more serious now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
If any of you guys want to get out of a DUI, carry a can of Monster in your car.
Can
Check
a
this out.
Monster Energy drink be used in your DUI defense case? Stick around and find out. Give it a minute. All right, here we go. Waiting. Analyzing. Here we go. 0.04. If you're wondering why this defense works, is because the government's lab technician is going to come into court and they're going to say that this type of machine using a fuel cell technology only tests for alcohol. What I do is I have the officer come into court, bring his machine, and we'll do the monster defense. And I prove that monster has 0 alcohol in it, and yet it will register on the government's machine. You think that's fair? Put it in the comments below. Have a great day. Silva out. Kenny.
I thought that was super interesting.
I thought he was saying that it like mitigates the alcohol, and like he was absolutely trashed making that video.
No, I think
But,
what
like-
you do is you just keep the monster can in your car. You get pulled over. You're like, oh shit, I'm a little tipsy. You crack it open, take a few sips, and then you get arrested for your DUI, and then you can get out of it later by saying it was the
Here's
monster.
the thing, though, because he only had a little sample cup, and that was 0.4. So I want to see what happens after you drink a full monster, and then you can go nuts.
So Norman's saying, I want more data.
Exactly.
So this is an updated version of something that I don't know if Gooch knew in high school, but I remember Banaka.
Banaka.
Yeah, Banaka. If you did like 3 or 4 sprays in your mouth, it would register as being drunk on a test. So
yeah, that's right.
All they're doing,
Same thing as pennies under the tongue.
Yeah, but that has alcohol in it.
It does.
Monster doesn't have alcohol.
Pennies, you put pennies in your mouth, and then it also screws up the
interesting.
machine.
Ah,
Yeah,
They did the same with hot crust buns from Walmart. Some dude ate like 2 bites of a hot crust bun, and he registered like a 0.05.
What? That's crazy.
Wow.
So you tell me that people who walk into Walmart and buy anything aren't drunk when they get there most of the time? Did we test him before he walked through the doors when he was doing power shots in his 1989 Tacoma? You know,
It'll work every time if you're on body cam going, "Nah, I just the monster." That
I'm hopped up on Monster and Mountain Dew.
It's just monster.
Crossbones.
Atomic Patriot for 2. Isaac is gay.
Absolutely. I mean, he's on another stream right now instead of watching this one. He's absolutely gay.
And also, I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'm trying out this goal thing. And if we get 8 more super chats of any cost, we will time out Isaac for 5 minutes in chat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Specifically, Nagranol will do it because that's his favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah, let's go. Get him there.
Yeah, that got him going.
Settle down. Settle down.
I'm tired, man. It was like 90 today. I just got done working out. Took a hot ass shower. I'm ready to pass out.
And you sound like Jay. You're just like, I'm tired.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. You just want to be a
Yo,
cow.
have you guys tried this though? This is Mountain Dew. Wait, what is this? Gatorade freaking mashup, Cool Blue and Fruit Punch mixed together. Shit's fucking awesome.
Ooh, that sounds.
That's the most energy I think I've ever
It's
seen
like
him.
He's never been
This shit's
excited about
fucking awesome. Try this, guys.
Hey, look, if he's ever in a bad mood, just give him some of that Gatorade.
Nerd Scalp, can you clip that and turn it into a commercial for an intro?
I was gonna say, I feel like ABF's gonna have to turn on the paid promotion
Oh my
for
God,
this
it's
stream.
so hot in here.
'Cause
Night Saver for 2. Bye, Isaac.
That sounds really gay.
Well, I was just saying it like Isaac would. Nerd Wars for 2. Gatekeep gay retards. Oh, absolutely.
Agree.
100%.
I agree.
Mhm.
That was profound.
Yeah, gay to keep.
Yeah.
You should have thrown a Y in there. That would have been great.
Did you see the title of this stream? Gamepass.
Gamepass. Nice.
Yeah, with Diabolical Souls Presents. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, gay is in there a few times, but
yeah.
You know what is turbo gay is the NFA. And onto our gun segment here. Palmetto put this out. They're joining the fight with fighting the NFA. And this big, beautiful bill that just passed is allowing things to move forward.
On July 4th, 2025, Palmetto State Armory, along with Gun Owners of America, FRAC, Silencer Shop, Silencer Co., B&T USA, and the Gun Owners Foundation filed a lawsuit in the District Court of Northern Texas arguing that the NFA is now unconstitutional. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which Congress and the President enacted on July 4th, 2025, zeroes the manufacture and transfer tax on nearly all NFA-regulated firearms. That means the constitutional foundation on which the NFA rested has dissolved. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act left undisturbed the NFA's registration requirements and restrictions on making transfer. Without any tax, Article 1 of the Constitution leaves no power for the federal government to continue these requirements. Put simply, if a tax does not generate revenue, it is not a tax, and the NFA cannot be upheld under any other Article 1 power. So with respect to the untaxed firearms, the act is now unconstitutional.
So you won't watch the whole thing, but a couple people, Yo Pops and Gooch here in California, the NFA is actually banned in those states. So first off, the NFA put suppressors, short barrel rifles, and machine guns in under the protection of the NFA. It's the only way you're allowed to own them. And California, and along with the other coalition states, have banned NFA items. So this is kind of a big deal for California, because if they get rid of the NFA, that means you guys can have machine guns back in your state again, because they specifically ban NFA items. So
well,
I found that kind of interesting.
So he said something very important there. At the very end, the last thing we heard, he said the affected firearms, which they didn't write anything in that has anything to do with fully automatic. However, short barrel rifles and suppressors is what they're arguing against in the case to nullify the NFA. But
Well,
again, he only
the
said
NFA regulates machine guns.
I know, but it wouldn't get rid of the NFA regulating machine guns, from my understanding, because those weren't even affected by.
Well, those require a $200 tax stamp.
They will still require that tax stamp, though. So they didn't go after everything. From what I was
don't
reading,
know. Okay.
From what I read, they
Gotcha.
did not go after full autos. They only went after short barrels and suppressors. Now, I could be misinformed, but what I was reading, that was what I was understanding.
Well, if that's the case too, what they could be doing, Hayden, is they get a small victory and then use that victory to argue a larger victory later.
Yes, and that's essentially what they were doing with this. Like, they got the small victory of getting the suppressors and the short barrels, but the automatic weapons still do require the tax stamp, which does not completely nullify the NFA.
Yeah.
That's kind of the like counter argument that I was seeing on it.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of pushback, making NFA items just go poof, vanish.
Yeah,
because if machine guns were all of a sudden legal, everyone that spent a ton of money on NFA items, they're going to be worthless.
Yep.
So
and sorry to everybody, but I hope that that's exactly what happens. I'm just giving the other side of it, that they apparently did not do it for automatic weapons, therefore the NFA would still be in effect for the automatic weapons.
Yeah, but at least you'll be able to do a short barrel rifle, hopefully, in California. There's probably still more barriers you have to jump over, but and suppressors, so.
Magazine capacities,
dude. You know where gun tubers started? All of them were in California, and then they started pushing those laws, and they all had to move, and they all moved to like Utah, Texas, Montana. So
there's a lot of gun tubers in Texas.
Yep.
If I could live to the day where I could get a G36, I think I'd be happy.
Amen,
we
bro.
need to push for that.
I shot a G36 at Big Sandy last time. It was awesome, full auto too.
Oh my god, dude!
It's actually really smooth.
I need one so bad. That's my dream gun.
Yeah, my buddy Claire, he's like 90 years old, and he has like a mod deuce. He's been collecting for like 50 years, all these NFA guns. It's like, oh, back in my day, the mod deuce was only $2,000. Now they're like $75,000.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Mozamboni for 2, desperately trying to get Gooch's attention. And I'm just going to picture that he was saying this in Stewie's voice from Family Guy.
Oh, I got you. Gooch, 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 Gucci, Gucci.
That's perfect. Oh my god.
Goo. Hi.
Wow.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
That was really good.
How'd that go?
I was just trying to get all 50 characters. I wasn't trying for anything, but that's the
Hi,
wonder
Mo.
of off the hip.
Okay, we get
Hi.
it. You're not an attention whore. We get it. Okay.
Hey, I haven't fallen out of my chair yet. Let the nice tell you.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell everybody what this is the anniversary for?
Okay, so and it was a recorded stream. So this guy went over to some fucking foreign country like he does every time he leaves. But
Every
so
time.
he's like, so yes, no, please. If you hung out with ABF for any amount of time, he's not going to Africa. Anyways,
Actually, I'm
Well,
going to go
just
to
say
Egypt.
that, Mo. Just say
I'm going to be
that.
going to Egypt in November.
well, that's okay. That's where they work hangs. But anyways, I digress. So he decided to record something before he left and made it a premiere. Well, I was in this Airbnb on this chair. I'm sitting in a fucking stool because that's all they got.
That exact chair?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you drinking right now too?
Yes, but not
Oh,
as much as I
yes.
was. Okay, so here's the problem.
the
He's like, hey,
exact
man.
Airbnb.
Yeah, exact Airbnb in front of the exact desk. Yes.
Okay.
But so the problem was, is he's like, hey man, I'm recording this. I'm going to be out of town. I'm like, sure, I'll show up. But it was after I had been at the bar with my friend of like 20 something years, and I was cooked. Yeah. So I'm like talking, and I fall out of my chair. So this is a recorded stream. ABF did not delete it from the stream, and yeah. So if you look at like episode, it's one of his it's one of his only non-live shows. So if you look back, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that the people
he just falls back and you hear him go, ah, and then he like gets up, he's fumbling around and shit. And then I was like, what just happened? He's like, I fell off my chair. And I was like, you dick dog. And then I told him, I was like, is that a shit stain on the chair? And he looked down at it thinking there was a shit stain on the chair.
Oh, dude, you could have told me that yeah. You could have told me a lot of things. I probably would have believed you at that point. Because this is a problem. Like, I had just started streaming. What were we, like 3 or 4 months in at this point? I hadn't learned the golden rule: don't drink and stream. So I was down the street like a half mile at the dive bar that I went to since I was like 20 something and hung out with my friend. So I was like, oh, I'll do some shot. And then you're like, yeah, just join. So I lean back. And I fall out of my chair. Yeah. Back first, 225 pounds of flabby Mozamboni. And yeah, that was fun. Did he delete anything? Did he do anything? No. And now it's a meme forever. So
did you tell me to delete
We
it?
we do need to find
I
that
kind of like, I didn't want to, because I know what it's like. It's like if you try to put out, it's like the scene from The Last Crusade where they're in the castle and he's trying to blow out the fire and it gets worse. I'm like, that's like, I kind of fell out. And you're like, yeah. And you're like, okay, nothing, no cuts, no nothing. And all I know is like, I come back from my vacation. There's like 20 notifications with my name in it in the GCA Discord.
So the clip's already there. If you delete it, it'll just get worse.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah,
So,
no.
I mean,
so if anybody has that clip, feel free to send it to me.
Oh, it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
I should tell you, the flow's on
a
fire.
premiere video. And you know what's funny is when I uploaded that video or set it to do that, I forgot that had happened. And then you were all embarrassed about it like a week later. And I was like, oh, yeah, that did happen.
Because my excuse was, I'm like, I was just tired. I watched the video. I'm like, holy shit. I was like, I had a little too much. So I'm like, yeah.
So I just want to say real quick, if you go to ABF's channel and you click on videos, there are only 3. Do with that information what you will.
It's almost as if I refuse to make videos because editing is gay.
Editing is
Seconded.
So much
Seconded.
time.
Yeah.
No offense, or slap or good.
No, I'm on that train right there. I don't care. Do a stream, end the stream. The log's there if you want to go watch it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't ever make videos because it's like I have to first find what I'm going to make the video about. Then I got to do a little bit of research on it. Then I got to find the time to record it. Then I got to find the time to edit it. It takes so fucking long.
For you have like no time though.
Yeah,
look at
exactly.
Nagrano
Well,
now
that's-
that he's
that's
a
my
premium
point.
YouTube editor. How's it going with your video space right now?
So all right, I put out a video like every day now.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I wish I had the
Tech
time
Rat?
to do that. Damn it. Yo, Tech Rat.
Real quick,
Minimal editing as possible.
Yeah. Barbie Breeden for 199. Thank you. Only 4 to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
We believe
All
in you,
right.
chat. Thank you, buddy.
Isaac, shaking in your little boots.
He's not even here yet. He's going to say something in chat and immediately get timed out for 5 minutes and have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
He's on a stream right now on another channel that has a show at Monday nights at the same time.
Lucky I'm not a mod there.
Have you gotten a hold of your lawyers yet, ABF?
They're on retainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, ABF, I just threw something in the private chat that the first time I saw it, I laughed at it harder than I should have. And I just wanted to share it with you guys tonight because I thought it was really fucking funny.
Yeah, I watched it. I didn't think it was that funny. I'm like, why?
You didn't? Okay. I didn't know if it was just me. It made me fucking laugh. Because, like, AI and all of that shit. And I was just like, and this is how it's going to be used.
When it's an AI video, I specifically don't save it to my bookmarks because there's nothing special about it whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Well, but I thought the whole setup of it was the funny thing. But if you didn't think it was that funny, that's fine.
That's true. I
It
mean,
was just like
it wasn't not funny. I don't know.
No, the second reply underneath it where it says average cat dog passes away, it's like somebody saying goodbye to their grandpa. And they said the average my hamster passed away story, happy tree friends. So
Happy tree friends?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
that is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I found the timestamp. It's episode 13, like a minute and 50.
You
hour
found
and
it?
15 and a half minutes into.
Was it 3.5?
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it
Am I
up.
missing a beard?
This is fake. The girl did another video of the same exact thing.
No, well, like I said, I just thought it was funny because it was
Keep
like,
talking about
that,
it now.
that's
They're not going to
how AI
talk
is
about
gonna
me falling out of the chair anymore. So
No, we can.
No.
bring it up, maybe.
We're gonna show the
We'll forget
clip.
about it.
We're gonna show the clip.
All right. In the meantime,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
show. I thought this was funny personally. When Steam goes after a hacker, they go after a hacker, and I'm muted this because of music, but one of my favorite scenes in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Whoever thought to put a suppressor on a shotgun, God bless you, because now it's a thing. And the cattle prod. The cattle prod is so cool. Bink.
Hey, friendo.
I always wondered if that would actually work in any way.
Like, what's the best game where you could just, go off road in a car and.
All right, I can
snow?
rapid fire a list of like 15.
All right,
some
I'm
good,
ready
some
to go.
terrible. Okay, so I'll start just at the top of my list on the goofy side, and then I'll go back and forth.
Okay.
Game you couldn't be paid to play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he fall?
Not many. I'm poor.
Oh, here we go.
There's,
Here we go.
there's several that you could not.
Oh, actually, no.
Did he actually
I
fall
let
down?
He's actually
Quality.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then I showed everybody the chair I was sitting in, and that got memed on too. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there was jokes about it being upside down when you were sitting on it.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe I said I was just tired. What an asshole!
You can be both.
Oh man!
Do not get drunk and stream. Have a sip. Don't get drunk and stream. It's not a good idea.
Are you telling us or yourself that?
That's my inner conscious. But yeah, no, it's something I didn't realize till I was a few months in. But yeah, no, that was embarrassing. but it was funny.
It was really funny.
unless you're in the Airbnb below me, and then you probably shit yourself. but
I just had a lot of monster.
Oh man. All right. I wanted to show this on July 4th, but I wasn't streaming until now, so I'm going to show it. The British Embassy in Washington, I guess, put this out. Enjoy your big day, honestly. We love the 4th of July, be honest. Well, I hope the weather's good, be honest. I hope it pours down and the barbecues go out. Thank you. And then Firearms Policy Coalition puts this out. Ew, I stepped in shit.
Oh, true.
Oh, we got Isaac. He's here.
Oh, Isaac.
Hey, what's up, Isaac?
You might want to take a
How's it
look
going,
at the super chat goal there at the top of the page.
We're almost in the super chat goal.
No, instead of doing that, just super chat.
Yeah. Send like 4 super chats.
Yeah, send us 4 super chats.
Any amount you
just
want.
Go 5. Go 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, an even 5.
Now, we get into our food debates. And this may or may not be a long discussion, but releasing a big cereal, and they also have cinnamon toast flavored bacon.
What?
Oh, I've seen this.
I think that's gonna taste amazing.
I do too.
Candied bacon.
The bacon
Candied
itself,
bacon.
probably.
Yeah,
But
candied
the
bacon.
Cereal, I don't know about that.
The
You
bacon
guys
will
never
probably
had
be good.
candied bacon, bro? Like
The
No, I'm
sugar
saying,
and
the
cinnamon?
bacon will be good. I'm saying the
The
cereal.
cereal, yeah,
flavor-
not so much.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
Adding a bacon flavor to cinnamon toast crunch seems weird.
Yeah.
I can kind of see how it might work though. Like there's
it.
just
Test it out.
I
Real
would
quick.
probably try that.
Nerd Wars for 2. Hey, Isaac. I think that's how you say it. Isaac, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isaac,
And then Risk It for a Biscuit for 2. No Isaac ban, I think is what that means.
Yeah.
Yep. We're getting there. And we're at 9 out of 10. Thanks to Night Saber. Night Saber for 2. One more by Isaac.
Go. Where's Isaac?
Diz the Jizz for $2. Or. Thank you for that.
Oh, you gotta hide. Hey, I was supposed to do that.
What?
Just banned Isaac.
Yes, get it.
Oh, got him.
Now I have to put him in timeout for 10 seconds, and then I got to put him in timeout for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think 5 minutes was how long it was going to be.
Yep.
Oh, Nagrano, you were late, so we bestowed Jessica the power.
All right, well, I'm doing it for 10 minutes now because Jess fucked it up.
Here, let me go ahead and pull this down.
Sorry, Isaac.
And we also have
Rules.
the Wayfair.
It said Nagrano for
for
5, so I had to do an extra 5.
199 space dollars, I think is what that says. What's super sticker was it?
It's a dog with a bone.
Oh, it looks like they're giving the bone as like a present.
Yeah.
Oh, he's giving me the bone.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do, Wayfair.
Whoa.
And you know what? It's not going to work.
Maybe ask Figback instead.
Those are
Yeah, try him. His DMs are open. Risk It for a Biscuit for 2. Also check Off the Hip on Discord. Oh boy, I see notifications here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Rutro. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god.
Yep.
This is terrible. Holy shit. Hang on. Okay.
Yay.
Crazy.
We got Fig back there, and apparently I've attached to his body, and I'm a thumb now, not an index finger.
Just fair warning, you might come back
Well,
out some tooth floss.
we've got the finger on stream. We've had the wiener in the chat. Maybe that's Alec Baldwin's thumb.
That's true.
That looks
Yeah,
like
no
an
one's-
index thumb to me.
Why does it look like I'm taking a fat dump? Like, holy crap! Why? Why?
I mean, you are always going off to do that. So
Yeah. Maybe there's something up there. Just saying.
Oh God. Oh God.
I've never been constipated in my life.
Oh.
Anyways,
my
continue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, to help with that, Cinnamon Toast Crunch also has iced coffee.
What?
That might, I mean,
That sounds gross.
it was like creamer.
It's so gross. I tried it. At least I thought it was gross. It was way too sweet.
That's not that far out from those mocha frappuccinos that Starbucks puts out, right?
If it was just a creamer that you could add to coffee, I feel like it would be all right. But...
Yeah, they
that's
have
what it
one,
tastes like.
and
It's
that's
just
not
straight
terrible.
creamer.
No, the light
those
has
weird
the
food.
Reese's iced coffees, and they taste like legit hot dog water. Like it's awful.
Gooch, reach out and get C4 sponsorships for all of us.
I'm trying to. I reached
I want
out
a
to him like
sponsorship.
months ago.
Yeah, Daggerdall, you could do that one for your channel.
Gatorade.
All right. And the next thing we're gonna do now, since Gooch is the God Gamer, I thought
Yeah.
it'd be fun to play some game trivia so that he could show us how much knowledge that he has. Right?
Well, just telling you now, like you come to the right place for
Oh,
game
good.
knowledge. Yeah.
Okay. I never had any doubt whatsoever.
Yeah.
Chat, behave as we go through this.
Yeah. So this is name the video game character.
I'm already
Okay.
lost.
What?
Chat,
Can't name any of them?
don't give Gooch hints. You can give him hints. Don't
We
give
got
him
a
the
full
answer.
screen Gooch so we can track his eye line.
Or Gooch, just don't look at the chat. All right, we want you to get this your best go.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna play
I
this
want you
solo.
to guess
We're
all
gonna
their names.
we're gonna
Okay.
do this together. You have 20 seconds for
Luigi.
each question. Wow.
Luigi.
Good job.
Wow.
Damn, straight out the
Alright.
gate. Well
I
done.
think it's
Is that your
Marco.
answer?
Oh,
Oh, you would have been wrong.
damn.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Halo. That's Master
That's
Chief.
Nigel.
Oh,
Oh, you fucking Nigel.
Overlord. Damn it. I'm playing that on Sunday.
Oh,
Anyway.
Nathan Drake. It looks like.
oh damn.
Yeah.
See,
Oh.
Gooch expert.
He was hustling
expert.
us.
Oh, that's from Dead Redemption. That's
Mm-hmm.
damn.
You have 4
I want to
choices.
say
there.
Jim Masters. I want to say.
Jim Masters, this one?
Oh no.
Would
Is
you
it
like to
wrong?
phone a friend?
I'll phone a friend. Maybe.
You have 4 seconds. 2. I'm really Nope, you're wrong.
Okay. All right. Oh God.
I actually don't know the name of this character.
I'm gonna
Neither
say.
do I. So I'm going to guess Chris.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know either.
Trist.
This one? Trist?
Yeah.
I can't even read
wrong.
that.
Oh,
Wow.
it was
Frisk.
Frisk.
Ugh.
Stop and frisk
That's
next
what I was
time.
gonna say, but I thought it said fuck.
Oh God. That's. David McCormick.
David McCormick. Oh,
I
do it. How about this one?
Who is this?
John F. Kennedy.
I'll go with Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Author of The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh.
Nope, it's
Yeah.
Joel.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh, this is Animal
I
Crossing.
actually do know this one.
I'm gonna go
Wow,
with
that
Lily. I'm gonna go.
I
with
knew
Lily.
you were gay, Daggerdall. I did not. Just,
It's an iconic video game character.
She is. She's got a song with
Sure.
the Doom guy.
Mhm.
That's the only reason I know.
Not iconic to Gooch.
I've never heard of her.
Really? Never played Animal
Really,
Crossing?
really.
Well, I've never played Animal Crossing, but I've seen people play it.
Holy!
I
I'm gonna
played
go with
Animal Crossing.
Carmen.
Carmen.
I think you're
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Where
Yeah.
in the world
Yo.
is
Oh my
Epstein?
God, Vice
Game
City.
knowledge?
Epstein.
You know this one.
R.I.P.
Ray Liotta.
Vice
Tommy.
City.
Is it?
You know it, Gooch.
No,
Tommy?
it's not Tommy. Tommy. Is it? No, is it Tom? Yeah.
Yes, it is, baby.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
Tommy Vercetti.
Ooh,
Oh,
where's my money,
oh,
son?
God, this is yeah.
nickname Ghost.
That's what I don't know.
Oh, come
Or
on.
maybe I do.
I-
If you
this
play,
one
if you
I-
played
I-
the single player, if you
I
said
don't
play
like any of the
single
single
player
player
in
Call of Duty
you're gay.
games.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go with
think I know his name,
Kyle
though.
Kyle Garrick.
John.
It's A.
No,
wait.
it's
Oh, wait.
Simon
No, Simon
Riley.
Riley.
Oh, we were all wrong.
God of War. Yeah, Kyle, this
obviously
is. Oh God,
That's
I
boy.
wasn't wrong on that one, by the way. I knew.
Boy.
Go old.
Come here, boy.
I'm gonna go with A. It's A. Atreus. That's gotta be
Atreus.
Atreus.
Yeah.
That's the black version of Atreus. Think of
This is a fun one. Okay, pause it real quick. Pause it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you, Gooch. It's either Courier 5, Courier 7, Courier 6, or Courier 4.
Thanks.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
the hint.
Courier 3. So you know it's not Courier 4, or
It's definitely not
Courier
4.
3.
I'm gonna go Courier 3.
3.
Is it the magic number?
I just said
Just told
not
you.
4 or 3. That was the one
Yeah,
that
just
I
double
missed.
down.
Overwatch. I never played this.
Yeah.
This looks
Nobody's
gay as
gonna get
fuck.
ahead of you.
Storm.
This
This is one of the latest characters, I think.
Renetra. I'm gonna go with A.
Is that
the
Iron
A.
Heart?
That's not
That
a
looks-
bad guess.
That's yeah. Oh, okay.
no one cares.
It's the wrong guess, not a bad one.
I
Oh,
didn't see
that's
Shaniqua as an
Pokemon.
option.
Ooh, here we
Pikachu.
go.
Oh, man, you better get this one right.
Spooker.
Spooker.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Don't you mean Spooka?
Yes, Spooka.
Hard R.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Uh-oh.
my
Hunter.
Oh.
I played LA.
I can tell you this guy's badge number is 1247.
X
but I'm
to
not
out.
saying his name.
His name's
X'd out.
Yeah,
I can tell you his name.
It's
I
X.
can tell you his name.
Herschel Biggs.
Sounds about right.
Cole Phelps.
Badge 1247.
This is
Crash Bandicoot.
Actually have a name?
Yes, he does.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I know
Come
this
on,
one.
bro.
I
This
know
one's
his
so
name.
easy.
Yeah, I
This
think
one's
so.
so
Look,
freaking
A.
easy.
A.
Fuck yeah. Good job.
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
I forgot about that. I haven't played
Far
that
Cry
in
4.
so
Far
long.
Cry 4.
I played this one too.
I remember
I know this one.
They
I
say
can't
his
remember his
first
name,
name
actually.
all the time.
I think
They
it's
say his
Vass.
first-
Is it Vass? I want to go say it's. I'm gonna go with Vass. It's
You're
gotta be
wrong.
that one.
Is there a
No,
certain
I'm-
reason why you
No.
chose A?
Pagan.
Yeah, Vast is from
San Andreas.
Far
I
Cry
know this
3,
one
baby.
too.
Oh, it's another classic.
This is a classic.
This is
They say his
super
name a
easy,
lot. Officer. They say it all the time.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, it
damn
deserved to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Go with Sam. Go with Sam Whitlock.
You're killing me, fucking Gooch.
Officer.
All right,
Oh,
that's-
I played
killing
these
me,
games,
bro.
too. I can't remember them.
Waifu.
Well, at least I
This
get
is
to
this
play
is
this guy over
waifu
here.
for Stardew Valley. Okay.
Matt.
Abigail. Let's go with Abigail.
Fuck yeah, Gooch.
Oh, boom, nailed
Yeah,
it. You get all the purple hair ones, right?
Half-Life
I
2.
do.
Oh my god. Ian
Um,
Aldridge.
It's Isaac.
Oh man, he's called Isaac. That's a shame.
I'm gonna go with.
I don't think I
Hero.
played this one. Hero?
I'm
I
unfamiliar.
haven't played this one.
See, I was thinking Sunny. For
Sunny.
some reason.
Oh, that's Raiden.
I was gonna say,
No,
Hey! That one right. We got a problem.
Yeah.
That is.
Oblivion.
gay as
Oh,
fuck.
God,
that's
that's
great.
nerd
Here we go. Here we go.
That's nerd slap.
I'm gonna
Actually,
say
I
it's-
made a meme about this one actually.
Kind
I'm
of looks like
gonna say,
Norman without a beard.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
Jesus.
I'm gonna say it's gay as fuck.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
You get
C.
half a point for that.
Go C.
Obsessive follower.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew it was a
man.
Doring- I knew it was a
Oh.
Doring fan too.
Close though. It was close.
Oh.
It's like
Splatoon.
fucking- Wait,
I
what?
don't
This
know
is
shit about Splatoon.
I don't care about it, but all these
Got to
names
be
are
a
amazing.
reference to
D.
Dragon Ball.
Go with D. Go with D, sir. Ah,
Oh, it's
I
Craig
probably would have
Cuttlefish.
gone with that too.
What a gay name.
8 out of 25.
Ouch.
I
He's
did
being
not.
humble. He's being
Yeah,
humble. That's all.
Yeah, I had no idea of some of those characters. They were pretty gay, if you ask me. So
You
I'll
knew
give
the
it
iconic ones, all right? That's what really
a-
matters.
Yeah,
Didn't.
Congratulations.
Really.
and Well, and like a lot of the San Andreas and GTA games, I forgot a lot
How
of
did
the names.
you not know Frank Tenpenny? Like,
Yeah,
seriously. Come on.
I think
Dude, I don't even know what day of the week it is. You're asking like you know how much brain trauma.
I mean,
I've had?
the
Like,
good news is
I don't even know my own name. I go by Gooch now. I don't even know my own name now.
It's all that Dutch ovening, dude.
I get pulled. Yeah.
Gooch ovening.
Well, here's the law. Yeah, he loves to sleep under the covers and he loves to fart. So he's been the instrument of his own demise.
Everybody likes to smell their own brand. No, all right, whatever, man.
No, but by getting an 8 out of 25, you've successfully earned welfare in America. So congratulations. You don't have to work anymore.
You can apply for your EBT card and go to McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No?
No.
Double quarter pounders? No?
No.
Add mac sauce.
No.
Dude.
The Chick-fil-A, holy dino. I had that for the first time. That is amazing.
What did you have?
I had the spicy chicken, and it was
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you try the frozen lemonade?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
it's good.
yes.
It's very good. And I had some real Mexican food.
Taco Bell.
The ladies made some incredible Mexican food herself, some enchiladas and everything. It's been amazing.
So Gooch, next time you go to Chick-fil-A, you got to get the just get the nuggets. Get the nuggets.
Yeah, I heard.
get
The nuggets. I had one of those as well. She ordered.
Okay.
Nice.
Cage Corey for 5. Gooch can't name video game characters, but he sure can name all the characters from Pitch Perfect.
No. There was the gay guy with the other gay guy, and then there was the F word, and then there was the fat chick, and then there was the lesbo. Yeah. There's Pitch Perfect.
Didn't you play like 4 of those characters? We saw your little snippet of it in the intro.
Oh, that's a good point.
Where is he? Where is he hiding? Where is he hiding? Yeah, you hide behind that camera. You hide behind that camera.
Okay.
I'd say we already hit him with enough. I don't even know if he's unbanned yet.
Who knows? I even messaged Isaac and I'm like, dude, we're gonna ban you. Anyways, time to get to actual news. An hour and almost 8 minutes in. I found this was funny. We'll start off with 4chan.
Yeah.
Have all the money, buy all the developers, have all the talent, give them all the time, make 0 games. Fucking dies. What business strategy? What's this business strategy called?
I'll tell you, it's called smart, because what they did was they copied Steam's business model. They made their whole Xbox Game Pass thing, and now instead of people saying like paying them in chunks of $60 or $70, they have a steady income coming in of the however much a month it is for each person that has Game Pass. And then now they're not even going to make games anymore. They're not going to make consoles anymore. They have a fucking online service that people just give them money because your options are Steam, GOG, maybe a couple others where you actually buy the games, but game subscription services. This is the same thing that Netflix did whenever Netflix first took over the market, where they started letting you watch whatever you wanted as long as you paid them monthly, because they pay for the license, then they'd keep it as long as their agreement was for, which was usually for a couple of years, and they just raked in money and they didn't have to put out anything toward development, new software, new anything. This is a cash cow as long as people stick with it.
We have a couple articles that actually point to how what you're saying isn't actually real, where we all think that Microsoft is making money hand over fist, but they're not.
I hope that's the case, because I hate Game Pass because I think it's going to ruin games, because they're going to get everybody addicted to Game Pass, and then they're going to start upping the price as soon as people start going to streaming games. Just like they stopped making DVDs, they'll stop making physical copies of games.
Let's
Mo,
see
you said
here.
you got to take off.
Yeah, Mo's got to leave.
Oh, Mo, you got to leave?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy
Cool,
the
man.
rest of my vacation, and I haven't fallen out of my chair yet. I was like, oh, no, I'm just kidding.
That means you're not partying hard enough, dude. Get started.
I know. I
Drink
unfortunately
harder,
learned my
faster,
lesson.
stronger.
Yeah, no. Golly, yeah, it's yeah. Anyways, it's been fun.
Take care, Mo. Have a good vacation, brother.
Yes, yes. And,
Much love, brother.
Have fun,
welcome,
man.
welcome to the other side, my good man. So,
Don't know what that means, but yeah, have a great vacation.
I don't know either. Like what?
Yeah,
I just meant not being next to Big Back, but whatever.
Mo sounds like Rocco from Boondock Saints. He's like, catch
Yeah.
you on the flip side. Then hangs up the
Yeah.
phone. He's like, dude, I think he's about to do something stupid.
I'm gonna say something trendy. Just watch me. No, you're not. No, you're not.
What are we gonna need this fucking rope for? Anyways, thanks for having me on. I got one more little show. I'm doing a review of Superman out of the theater with Jay later this week, but that's it. Spending some time with my family.
Mm-hmm. Cool, Mo.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Excellent intro. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Cut that.
Jason, bye.
Of course, Airbnb internet. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm back. So thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure hanging with everybody. Gooch, see you on the next about 2 weeks. We'll be back on the ABF off the hip. But honestly, everybody have a wonderful week. Enjoy,
You too, man.
and we'll talk to y'all. Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
Later,
See you
Mo.
later, Mo.
See you, bro. See you, brother.
Okay, so let's get into the first article here.
Is he staring at me? What's going on?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Chat.
He's just fanboying me or something.
No, he's using that NVIDIA broadcast tool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He closed his window. He didn't close NVIDIA. Mo can be with us all night.
He'll probably look at the chat and be like, "Oh shit."
All right. We'll leave him there. He's on like our emotional support right now. You know?
He's here in spirit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so creepy.
Why did I do that? I hit the wrong button. There we go. All right.
Darn it.
Oh.
Wayne.
Game Pass profitability apparently doesn't take into account first-party costs. So, how many billions of dollars did Microsoft spend on Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, all those, right?
All of them. Oof.
So, what's happening here is that people are pointing out that they're leaving all this money on the table by not operating the same way that Sony is. Because what Sony does is they sell the game when it comes out, and when it becomes less popular later down the road, they'll add it to their subscription, service.
Yes, exactly.
Microsoft is not doing that.
Right.
They're kneecapping themselves right off the bat by making their, $80 game, which that's how much games cost now, apparently, for free with their subscription. So they don't even get any of that money up front. And they're just hoping and praying that people just subscribe and forget that their credit card's attached to it. The question of Game Pass profitability has been debated within the games industry ever since the debut of Microsoft's subscription service in 2017. The way many saw it, Microsoft could use their near endless pockets to subsidize the service for a while, but not forever. At some point, Game Pass had to become profitable on its own. Over time, Microsoft.
The problem with that is there's a $70 billion deal that Call of Duty has to make back with Activision.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen with Game Pass.
And this is a big deal. Game Pass had to become profitable on its own. It's almost as though the executives decided to make all these moves and they were just hoping that some weird circumstance allowed the cream to just go to the top.
Here's the thing. I don't think that's the case. And this is where my argument hinges on Game Pass. I think the point is to get people in with a low price, kill the games industry as a whole, as far as like people, having different ways to be able to play games, because if you can pay a low price and have Game Pass, then everybody moves over to that. It becomes more cost effective for companies to just like put their games out digitally on Game Pass or on Steam. Then it's cheaper for you to have Game Pass because you're not going to play the games forever. Then as soon as they get that to happen, they hike up the price to where they're immediately profitable. They just have to ride it out for a couple of years, and then all of your prices for Game Pass go up, but you're still paying less than you're paying for, say, 3 games. Now you're only paying a price that you would pay for 1 game, 1.5 games a month, and you're getting to play as many games as you want to throughout the course of that month.
You're also forgetting the developer side of things as well, because if Microsoft is paying all these third-party companies to get on Game Pass, or maybe it's the other way around, I don't know. But if this, and they're also spending like billions of dollars acquiring these companies, how exactly are they going to be able to make any money? How are those profits split between all the studios that they now own that have to make the future games? We're seeing so many studios being canceled, so many games being canceled, so many people being fired. All of that is happening right now because of this pricing structure.
There's also the rumor, like, and I think you guys discussed it, of them trying to buy Steam in the very near future. Are they not?
Not buying Steam. They're going to integrate with Steam, meaning they're going to allow their platform to be on their software.
Because they've already integrated with Microsoft as in Windows. So like Xbox Game Pass is on the Windows Store. So the next logical move would be some type of merger with Steam so that they're both found in the same place.
Yeah.
But again, I think that just causes Steam to be the place that you can buy games individually, and Game Pass, they just jack up the price to just under what a couple of games would cost, and then they start turning profit hand over fist. So they would have maybe a couple of years of losses, but as soon as they make that change, their profit hand over fist on things.
But the problem,
like the massively profitable Disney Plus.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hayden,
no, because it doesn't work whenever you have too many things saturating the environment. It would have worked with Netflix, and it did work with Netflix, and that's why Netflix is still the most successful, even though they are still barely keeping themselves afloat. If they don't get other competitors coming out and making the same subscription services, they can jack up the price as high as they fucking want to. That's one of the reasons that they buy out all of these other companies, is because it limits the potential future competition.
Well, PlayStation does compete in their own way. Like FBC Firebreak, the Nurslap and Stanky and I are playing on occasion. I'm playing that for free right now in PlayStation Plus. That was launched day one on PlayStation. There's plenty of games that do that as well.
Day one Game Pass,
but to what Erwin is saying there, no, they don't jack it too high. They jack it to be up in the middle of a cost of 1 or 2 games. Yeah. So then you're paying closer to $80 a month. No, stop it, Gooch. You're paying closer to $80 a month, and they're making that $80 a month in profit because they don't stop. Like, you're able to have access to any game that you want. All the AAA games, quadruple A games, as good as they get. For $80, you can play as many of them as you want for as long as you want. Well, they could potentially do that. That's what I'm saying.
All I know is for the past 5 years, I've been paying the same $40 for PlayStation for ever now. So
this is the issue, Hayden, is that no one's paying $80 a month right now for
unless you can't get games in many other ways except for paying $80 for every individual game.
But you're assuming that people are buying a game a month.
Or that they're even getting Game Pass to begin with.
Yeah, or that the games fall under the Game Pass, family.
Well, their goal is to get most things to fall under the Game Pass family.
Right,
then you lose
most things, yeah. But the problem is, what games have they made after acquiring all these fucking billion-dollar companies?
They don't have to make games if they start making money in a couple of years, hand over fist.
They paid $70 billion for Activision Blizzard and didn't make anything with it when those games were making billions on their own before they bought them.
Well, the Activision
now they don't make billions.
No, correct. But
now they're just part of Game Pass.
Yeah, But that's the thing. If they can get everybody else to where everything goes on to Game Pass, and your only option is pay $80 a month to play as many games as you want, or pay $80 for a single
That'll never
game.
be the only option, though.
It's already like funneling in that direction, though.
And the only way, honestly, I can see these Xbox first party studios surviving is third party sales, because PlayStation is by far bigger than Xbox as a player base. So if anything from Xbox releases on PlayStation and it's a good game, more people are going to buy it than they ever would on Xbox. Same with Steam as well. If people are interested in a game on Steam, they're just going to buy it. They're not going to bother subscribing to Game Pass because they want to own the game itself. That's it.
Yeah,
but
also,
that's
Hayden,
why they have those exclusive deals, right? Like Stellar Blade, it took a full year before it came out on PC. That's the only reason I even bought a PS5.
That's PlayStation, though. That Xbox is a bit different with their relationship from Steam.
Hayden, they just fired 9,000 people after already firing 6,000 people. And they're probably going to fire even more.
Like they're going to have to. The game, we've been talking about this forever, that the gaming industry is bloated, and
I get it,
they
but
don't
now
need that many people.
I really do think that the investors are pissed that they spent all this money, and they're looking at the charts. The actual, the CFO is sharing this with the investors, and the investors are saying this is not making money. We need to pivot. And I think that's what's happening right now. Microsoft is now spending $80 billion on AI, when that $80 billion was supposed to go into their gaming sector. That's the direction that they were going in 2019, and now they aren't.
Yeah, and hopefully that changes. But I'm telling you what their plan was.
Oh, I know what their plan is. It just didn't work.
Gaming. I don't know if it didn't work or not, because I still hear there's more people signing up for Xbox Game Pass all the time.
Because all the deal is super sweet, but that's not sustainable. And I actually have an article for that.
But if they can kill the industry with it, then they can put
They're
the
not
price.
killing shit. They're not going to kill the industry with Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah,
it's killing them, and that's the only thing it's killing.
Exactly, and the investors don't want it to happen anymore, so they're actually pivoting. I actually think that they're going to start shedding some of these companies that they acquired, because they're not necessary to have anymore, because they're not developing games.
They've shut half of the companies down.
Yeah,
like they just hold the IP. They're not doing anything.
But here, check this out. Following Microsoft's latest rounds of layoffs, which saw over 9,000 lose their jobs, including many to various Xbox-owned game studios, former Arcane founder Rafael Colantonio, let's call him Cornholio, took to X to explain that, in his opinion, Game Pass is one of the main culprits, not to mention potentially damaging to the industry as a whole. I've been saying this, and I don't think that you doubt that either, Hayden.
No, not at all.
But
I think it's potentially the death of the industry.
Yeah. Why is no one talking about the elephant in the room? Cough, cough. Game Pass. I think Game Pass is an unsustainable model that has been increasingly damaging to the industry for a decade. Subsidized by Microsoft's infinite money, but at some point, reality has to hit. I don't think Game Pass can coexist with other models. They'll either kill everyone else or give up. And I'm in the camp that they're going to give up.
That's what I'm saying. I think that they are trying to kill everyone else. Like I said, that's their plan.
That was the plan, but I think
don't
they failed.
want it to work.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't work. It's obviously not working yet. But again, if they can kill off the competition and then raise the price, they have effectively done that.
How are they going to kill the competition when they're firing all these people? All these people are leaving, and those people are going to
because
go
the
and make their own
industry is
studios,
bloated
and
and
people are
they
going to
need
buy
to-
indie
No,
games like
Magnol.
Claire
They
Obscure.
need to fire all of those people anyway, bro. Like they know that too. They know that they have
So how's
way
that
too
killing
many
the
useless
industry,
people.
though?
Yeah, no, this is correct. There is too much competition. You can't control a large majority of the gaming market. And
But if they can get
almost
more
couldn't buy
games-
Activision, because the SEC wouldn't let them. So
It doesn't matter how many
they
games
fired
they have.
them.
They're going to fire all these people. Those people are going to go make new games.
Yeah.
And some of them aren't, because most of them
Well,
that they're
some won't.
firing did not make any games previously. How many times have we read articles on this stream about how 80% of a studio's like group, they were working on their first game and that game failed? Who do you
But
think
how
is getting
many
fired?
how many of those developers were put into a box, Hayden, because Microsoft told them to make a bunch of POC games with people in wheelchairs or whatever, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this is a problem on all fronts.
Yep.
I'm just saying if they do get to a point where they are able to, and that's why I think one of the reasons that they're buying up all of these other companies is because then those companies get exclusive deals with Game Pass, and they may not be doing it very like brazenly yet, but if they could do that eventually, then they could factor in
these
losses.
game companies
They're not even doing it efficiently yet, because take Activision, for example.
I know they're not doing it efficiently.
They have 20 years of Marvel games, be it movie tie-in or original games, just sitting in a vault somewhere, doing absolutely fuck all, and they could remaster them, remake them, stick them on Game Pass. I don't give a fuck, but they're just doing nothing with about 2 decades worth of classic games. There's just so many mistakes being made over at Microsoft.
There are. I'm not saying they're
let me just get through a little bit more of this, Hayden. Games simply do not work the same way as film or music, since they take much longer to consume, and there's only so much spare time that users can dedicate to entertainment. Anyway, Cornholio later added that Game Pass could only coexist if it's focused on back catalog games, like we were
exactly my point.
About.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm fed up with all the BS they fed us at first. Like, don't worry, it doesn't impact the sales. It totally does.
Absolutely.
Only to admit years later, okay, that it totally does. No shit, it does. Really, the only way Game Pass can coexist without hurting everyone is for the back catalog.
Honestly, I'd love to know what the first headline was for when we got players instead of copies, because
I know.
honestly think it would probably be a Microsoft game.
I think you're right. And in fact, no, wasn't it like Avowed or something like that?
Could have been Avowed. That sounds,
yeah, and which is funny because I have Windows 11, and Windows 11's been bugging the hell out of me about how you should buy Avowed in the operating system. Dude, stop giving me notifications on the PC that I told not to have notifications.
That's another thing. I mean, I don't obviously I don't own an Xbox, but I've seen Game Pass on my TV. I still haven't actually subscribed yet. I've not pulled the trigger on it. I don't know why, but just not yet. But Xbox is a lot more aggressive with ads than PlayStation is.
Oh my god,
by
so
far.
aggressive.
The only ads for PlayStation I will see is if I go to the store. There is nothing else besides there's like a news tab for games that I've saved that I'm watching over. That's it. There's no like ads forced upon me. There's no like screens that pop up before my dashboard comes out that I have to X out of. There's none of that.
So where this is all going, let me direct this to Gooch. All right, Gooch. So Microsoft executives are being told we need to generate some money, right? So we're gonna put some money towards artificial intelligence. We just fired a whole bunch of people. What do you think one of the executives would tell their employees that they're firing to do? That we don't want you to make games anymore. What do you think that they would tell them?
What do you mean by like one of the board members told him like, hey, we don't want you making games anymore?
This executive put out on LinkedIn that you should consult AI to make yourself feel better after being fired.
What?
Oh, we're back on this AI girlfriend bullshit.
Well, I mean, yes and no, but he kind of alludes to, oh, you could use AI responses to tell your other family members that you've been fired and things like that.
Not that kind of code, Nerd Wars. Not that kind of code.
Yeah, it's not dog code. And this is what they're pivoting in their company. So they had AI in their head that, that's what Microsoft's going to be pushing a bunch of money into. And they're like, hey, everybody, go use AI. Here's, pack your shit. Isn't that crazy?
AI therapy.
It is. First of all, like just listening to the Game Pass and then going into this, like, there's something weird about that. Like something smells really funny about it. Like are they purposely burying a lot of this stuff for a long term investment or like a payback in the future? Because like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like it's almost like with Disney, they're like, at least they're trying to put out Star Wars stuff. It's shit, but they bought Star Wars thinking they can, profit off of it. They're not. They're actually losing money on Star Wars now. So, and they've lost, the name is dead. Marvel is kind of getting close to that again now. But Microsoft seems like they're not doing anything with like Activision, Blizzard, A couple other, I know there's a couple others that they bought and just kind of just buried. So are they just there's something that we're not seeing there, or I don't know.
There are a lot of similarities between Microsoft's plan with Game Pass and Disney, in the sense that they're mega corporations that acquired a whole bunch of IPs and tried to make something greater with them, but kind of tripped and fell instead. So Microsoft went around, they paid top dollar for all these game studios, which actually locked a lot of developers into their hands also.
Yeah.
Meaning they can't go to the competition. They might have even signed non-compete stuff too. So
yeah,
you can think of the gaming industry essentially as being like maybe like 3 years delayed from the way the movie industry is.
Yeah,
because of COVID, right? You had everyone going to streaming services to watch stuff, but you had so many people in their homes buying games at full price. So the need for subscriptions and the gaming side of things just wasn't a thing in the past couple of years. But now that people are starting to spend money on other things like vacations and new houses and whatever else, they start to think, okay, maybe we should start to roll in the subscriber Game Pass, PlayStation Network, whatever thing.
Yeah,
because they're not making as much money as they were in COVID. I mean, even something as dog shit like Assassin's Creed Valhalla made $1 billion during lockdown just because everyone was inside, everyone was playing games.
I played that piece of shit. Yeah, me too. That was such a piece of shit.
There you go. And you don't even play games.
I put 5 hours into it, and I was like, "What am I even doing?"
I didn't even buy it.
Yeah, and it's like one of the longest fucking games I ever played in my life. Well, I didn't play the whole thing. I actually looked up the cutscenes, and it was just like,
yeah, it was all cutscenes.
it's so convoluted.
I don't care about this little black girl following me around. Like, I really don't give a shit. So yeah, and as for them pushing the AI as a
coping
mechanism, yeah.
That is an interesting thing.
He deleted that post on LinkedIn because it started making the rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked up his profile, by the way. The only thing of note that he worked on, well, two things actually. Web of Shadows, Amazing Allies Edition, which was the side scrollers. Fucking loved that game. And also he worked on Crackdown 3, which flopped massively. So
Crackdown 3 was a letdown. I still had a little bit of fun with it, but it was a total letdown.
Yes, it was too simple.
Yep.
Agreed.
So do you think there's going to be a huge collapse in the gaming industry? Like, I mean,
I think we're actually watching the dominoes fall right.
Oh, okay, that's
I'll say I'm really hoping for a collapse of the AAA studios, because then that will enable the indie studios that exist now to eventually become the AAA studios because they're giving us good games. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I think what you could call it right now from the big AAA side of things is more of a culling. They're getting rid of all the scraps that they can, anything that's not making a little bit of money, anything that they don't agree with. And like everyone's been saying, all they do is they break off, they make new studios, and they make more games. That's all they're doing. There's been a very big refresh happening in the games industry for the past 5 years or so, I would say.
Yeah. Gooch, really quick, do you know how to pronounce this person's name?
Orangutan.
Oh wow.
It's actually
Orangegotten.
Orangegotten. Okay.
Yeah, Orangegotten. Member for 2 months. What up, gang? That was like a double whammy. It's a lot of people don't know how to say orangutan. So it's a meme, and we pronounce it Orangegotten around here. What up, gang? Prayers to the folks in Texas. Yeah. Yes, they definitely need prayers. Hope everyone has a great week.
From what I last heard, the death count as of earlier today was 90.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's over 100 now.
It might be over 100 now. Like I heard this at 2:00. I think it was over 90.
And we didn't have this as a topic, but Destiny is going around and saying some vile shit about people.
Oh yeah, he's in trouble with NordVPN.
A lot of people are.
Yep.
That's
right.
Yeah, he did a NordVPN advertisement about the deaths in Texas, and I don't remember exactly what it was that he said, but he blamed Trump and Greg Abbott.
No, he blamed the porn ban and basically was pushing how you should use NordVPN to get around that so you can look at porn.
No, Rosie O'Donnell blamed Trump for the Texas events happening.
A number of people did.
So did Gavin Newsom.
What's funny is if something happened in California, they would blame it on Trump because of climate change. So it doesn't matter what damn state it's in; it's always Trump's fault.
Yeah,
it's always the same people.
Everything that happens is Trump's fault. Yeah.
So wait, who was it that made the NordVPN commeral?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Of course.
That blue-haired retard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. Actually,
speaking of retards, y'all heard about the whole Twitch thing with Hassan?
Yes.
God. And brandishing a firearm live on stream,
doxing
constantly.
somebody?
Yeah.
And
Let's see here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought I had something about that. Do I have something about that?
I saw that earlier today.
Oh, here we go. Yes. Didn't actually read this article, but I had it pulled up. I watched what did I watch? I watched 2 hours of Asmongold do a react video to somebody, and essentially, legal mindset here is breaking down that you can't pull out a firearm on stream. And you can't pull out a fake firearm on stream. It doesn't matter if it's real or if it's fake. And you definitely can't be talking shit about somebody as you're doing it because you're essentially causing violence.
There was a kid the other day who had his channel taken down and he had a gun on with the orange tip on. So it was quite clearly it's like on. He got taken down.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, what's the big deal? The orange tip fell off of his gun. It doesn't matter. It's a thing shaped like a gun.
Yeah.
How many times have we had trouble with firearm videos? The GCA got taken down.
We had a whole stream taken down.
We had a whole stream taken down because a drone that fires a little charge at the forehead of a dummy. I guess
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of worried that we might get hit because of one of the memes in the intro from the airplane meme.
Yeah,
because of where it the clip started. I was like, I wonder how YouTube's gonna be about that.
I was gonna say it's because of that, the face on the other characters. That's why I was going to get taken.
Oh, they're
down.
totally okay with that.
No, they didn't like. YouTube doesn't like that.
They're all about the gay stuff.
me and Naggernaw know a thing. Me and Naggernaw know a thing or two about guns.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
that just sounds
Naggernaw,
horrible.
Can you point which direction your beach ball is at?
Yeah, I think it's over there somewhere.
How big is your beach ball?
Whoa! All right, we're asking the wrong questions here.
You're supposed to.
I can't.
This big. Oh, come
More-
on!
I
More
can't
meat
get up
on
any
a
higher
chicken
than
wing.
this. Look, I'm trying. I need to buy more protein.
Yeah, you do.
See, that's the thing, Scott. Whenever you're a friend and go, it's over there, It's just the whole hand goes up. It goes, it's over there somewhere. You'll find
Oh,
it.
you
That's
can't.
it,
You
yeah.
can't put your hand up too high though. It's like a 45-degree angle is not allowed.
That's
that
too
way.
much.
That's way.
Heart goes out
Heart's
to
out.
you.
Heart's out.
My heart goes out to you. Gooch's heart goes out to you.
Oh no, my camera's falling.
Not actually, unironically, there was a female VTuber that got banned on Twitch and on Twitter because her camera was falling. She went to grab her camera off the top of her screen, put her hand out. Somebody screenshotted it, and so she wasn't even showing her face. Somebody screenshotted it, said, "Is this you?" And they reported her for hate speech, and her Twitter account got banned, her Twitch account got banned, and she had to start
Twitch is
over
fucking
from
trash,
basically
man. I'll never
zero.
stream there.
Well, they don't want to enforce the rules properly because Hassan is a cash cow to them.
Right.
And the
Yes.
current CEO, who has to show good numbers to Daddy Bezos or whoever else is in charge over there, they can't have any dips in the profits. Otherwise, they're not going to have their numbers, right?
Yeah, so Hassan can do whatever he wants.
Hassan will get a ban on Sunday. It will be a 24-hour ban, and that will be his punishment. His day off, he's not allowed to stream.
Twitch is for figs. I do recommend Kick, and Asmongold was showing off that when he did his his month of Twitch versus Kick. What did he made like $16,000 on Twitch, and then he made like 350,000 on Kick.
Yeah, it was
like
basically
Well, that's
he made 10 times the amount on Kick. Yeah,
that's a lot of casino and gaming, and
that's where they get their money. Yes.
There is,
Yeah.
but it's better because
They
you can
have a
actually
good-
hide
you can-
all that stuff too.
You can switch that off. There's a button in your account where you can say, I don't want to see degenerate stuff. So
Yep. You can hide all gambling, all hot tubs, all VR streams, even like you can hide all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that if one of those hot tub girls tries to go into just chatting, Kick staff will go in there and change their category, and they will say in the chat, please stay in the proper category.
Yep.
Because they did it to Kirsha for a fucking month.
Yeah.
She was in just chatting, and they would switch her over to VTubers. And she was like, well, no, stop being anime racist. And then they kept doing it. So she stopped streaming on Kick and eventually went back after Kick was like, okay, I guess you can be in just chatting. Like, so Kick staff will get rid of the degenerate, like, hot tub girls in just chatting. And they'll get rid of anybody who's gambling in different places. Like, they take care of their site. But yes, they have money to pay people because they run gambling, and gambling is hand over fist profits for them.
Yeah. And this might be what I was talking about with Game Pass. They might be subsidizing all of these 95-5 splits with all the creators just so that they can get people to come over to their platform. But from what we've read in various investor articles and stuff like that, is that Twitch is barely sustainable as it is. You can't stand on its own. And they take like, what is it, 40%?
Well, and they keep changing it
Something
too.
like that.
Yeah.
So
So
they keep changing it, but Kick is never going to change it.
how the hell is Kick able to stand on their own? I don't think that they are. I think they're actually bleeding money, but they have so much money to burn because of the gambling stuff. But it's not sustainable. It'll probably have to change as a model eventually. So
That's going to be the interesting part because they've said multiple times that they're not going to change that 95-5 split. So how it's kind of wondering how is it going to keep up down the road?
I think I know. I think what they're going to do is they're going to add other monetization. Like I think they've talked about adding super chats. They'll probably have a larger less of a share for that. So they'll add
but
new
you'll get
monetization
something like
stuff.
95% of your super chat.
Well, no, what I'm saying is you'll get 95% of your members, but you'll only get 60% of your super chats.
See, I figured they would switch it. I figured they would flip flop.
But I don't think they're going to change because they're already doing the 95-5 with the members. So why change it on everybody? Because that'll upset everyone. So
true.
People
I mean,
don't like
well,
change.
they did change the requirements for like the first level of monetization on there too. So it's like a lot of people weren't very happy about that at first, but it's like I think people adjust over time. So I mean, I think however they do it, they may lose some people, but I don't think it'll be a massive loss like Twitch.
What they want to
On an
do,
interesting side note, I'm having trouble signing into Kick on browser right now.
And that's the problem.
They kick you out all the time when you have to do the 2-factor and click
No,
on all the different stairs.
It's not
and
even
stuff.
letting me do that. It's just saying
really?
unknown error. Please try again.
Yeah,
Their
I never had a
servers,
problem on Brave.
yeah,
Well,
their servers
Kick-
have been kind
I
of
haven't
rough
been
lately.
kicked out in a long time.
Kick wants to ultimately kill Twitch and take it over.
Yeah.
And if they're able to do that,
It's gonna
because everybody knows that Twitch is on the ropes right now. All Kick has to do is hit a death blow on them, and boom, Twitch is done. They'll be shut down. And where's everybody going to go that live streams?
I think it's the day that they get like Kai and Actual Speed to just stream over there. But
I think that
don't
would do
think
it.
those guys are ever going to stop multi-streaming. But if that were to ever happen, that would kill Twitch immediately.
Mhm.
I agree.
Well, they're setting up a whole bunch of stuff with like multi-streaming for their partners.
Right.
And so I don't know exactly how that works, but I feel like even if they were able to somehow get like Kai or iShowSpeed over there, even if they're multi-streaming, they're still going to be fucking big numbers.
Keep in mind that the Twitch audience is by far very loyal to Twitch.
Yeah.
But if they can pull enough revenue away from Twitch and Twitch dies, Kick is basically the only alternative. It's a Twitch clone.
Yeah.
Like if you look at their chats, they have animated emotes, they have different colors that you can apply to your name. Like it's a Twitch clone. And they're hoping that as soon as Twitch dies, because again, it's on the ropes, everybody immediately jumps over to Kick. That's what they want to happen, because then they will actually make money. If they have people bringing money in through just streaming and stuff like that, they can give exceptional cuts to their streamers that they have. And then they're still making money hand over fist with their gambling because they allow that on site.
Well, and I honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the future of Twitch just simply became like hot tub streams. as, like,
Amazon
their main thing.
Amazon
That
should
wouldn't
sell Twitch to Kick.
Yeah, I mean that would be a really big deal.
Crazy.
It would be a massive financial gain for Amazon, and it would kill Kick's competition.
I like that Twitch is there though, because at least there's competition.
This is true.
I'm not saying that I think that is a move that I would enjoy, but I also hate Twitch, and I hope that site shuts down. I hope there's another competition that pops up.
Also works.
Yeah.
What's up, Bagabudo?
What up, man? That's the only
Well,
reason I have a Twitch too.
VTubers.
Just want to show this kind of kick the debate with him posting this out. But there's Hassan holding the firearm with proper trigger discipline, but it doesn't matter. You can't touch a firearm on a live stream. That's in policy of every single live stream platform that I know of. So
Yep.
Yep.
That's why people are like, "Oh, show that or show this." I can't touch it. So
he was also only bringing it up every time somebody he didn't like was on screen.
Yep.
So like if there was a Republican politician or something like that, like the gun would be out of frame for a minute, and then they would come on screen and he would show his gun to everybody and talk about it for a second. And like the implication was there.
Well, and after he doxed somebody, didn't he like essentially point his gun at the screen and was like, "Good luck" or something like that when he told the guy to pull up?
Yep.
And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
I'm not saying this was Hassan, but I think it was today. But an ICE agent got shot in the neck by some crazed lunatic that was a leftist. So,
Well,
Hassan watcher, I don't know.
I know
we're
that
probably
in
going to find out that he
Texas-
donated to Trump somehow. Like in a couple days. But
I know that in Texas on the border today, there was a guy that was wearing a tactical vest.
That's the guy I'm talking
had
about.
Some kind of he went to fire on an ICE agent and he got shot in the neck immediately by a security guard.
Oh, did I have it backwards?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
because that's
someone
the
got
one that
shot in the
happened in
neck.
Texas. The shooter that
okay.
aimed at an ICE agent got shot by a security guard immediately.
Okay, I thought he got a round off, and I thought that the neck was the border patrol agent. Okay,
There was only in the one that I'm talking about, at least, he aimed at a border patrol or ICE agent and was shot by a security guard at like a local mall.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Sophie, he doxed the wrong person, and then he was like, "Oh, this guy," and then doxed him. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Such a piece of shit.
And then this too.
Hassan just has a bunch of docs information on his fucking computer and just decides to post it whenever. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, they can't ban him because he's like their biggest revenue.
Yep. The money just flows through. But
crazy.
Let's see here. I want to talk about one last thing before we go. What's wrong with AAA games? So the executives over at Battlefield, EA, are now saying that they've burned through $400 million, probably more than that by now. And they expect, and because they burned through 400 million, I'm thinking that they had to say this, but they expect to have 100 million people play the game.
See, I'm not a gamer, and I even know that's retarded. Like, there's no way that's gonna ever happen.
No.
How many Call of Duty users are there for, like, say, the last Black Ops game? Norman, would you know, or
absolutely no idea?
That's probably not even 100 million, right?
No,
there's no fucking way.
So they're immediately saying our game is going to beat Call of Duty. That's never happened before for a Battlefield game.
No,
they're always kind of like the niche, and they need to stay that way.
Yeah, well, because as soon as something becomes the popular mainstream thing, it turns to shit. Look at what's happening with Call of Duty now. We've got Beavis and Butthead. We've got fucking Nicki Minaj, Seth Rogen. They're all in there as characters. As soon as something becomes popular, it turns to shit because it turns into your typical consume it slop. Battlefield has never been that. Battlefield needs to stay the tactical shooter that it has always been.
Yeah, if Battlefield just does what it always does, then it might actually overtake Call of Duty because Call of Duty's like nothing like what it used to be anymore. So
all they have to do is put out Battlefield 4 again, but with upgraded graphics. Go even harder with the Levolution. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, and people are going to be like, "This is fun." Because you know what? People talk shit about Battlefield 3 and 4, but they never played it on PC or on an actual high-end console. When Battlefield 3 came out on console, it was actually a different game than what we got on PC. It was actually totally different. Battlefield 4 was a little bit similar, but it's a horrible experience using a joystick to freaking try to control recoil in a game that has, you have to have a little bit of skill when you're shooting. Yeah. So all they have to do is bring out Battlefield 4 again for all these high-end consoles, and people will love it because
also,
people did not actually get to enjoy it properly.
I want more building destruction.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I think that they were moving away from that because of the strain it was causing on servers. But are you telling me that we haven't evolved the servers a bit to where we can, have a bit more power in those data centers so we can have Siege of Shanghai fall even cooler now,
Exactly. If I shoot a rocket launcher at the corner of a building, I want to be able to chew away that building like I'm playing Red Faction from 2001. Right?
Exactly.
And then I want it to tumble as soon as the structural supports are gone. Like, let me bring down a skyscraper on my enemies.
Yeah. Real quick, Sebrew, member for 2 months. Thanks for being a member, dude. Let's go. 2 months. And maybe more to come. Has anyone else seen Dong Bong Water?
Don Pete Bong Water.
AI has Son versus Asmund videos. No, I haven't seen that.
And I Goochinies.
Can we not say Hassan in a super chat? That's why they put a space there.
Has Son. See, I'm gonna start spelling them out like that, Gooch. I actually spelled my stuff correctly when you mess it up. So
yeah, YouTube might have actually not let him say Hassan for some reason.
Yeah, there's
you're probably right. You're probably right.
Dumbass rules.
Gooch, since you're here, I tried to super chat a 6969 to you like last week. The most innocent dad joke ever. Like I like combed through it. I'm like, all right, which word doesn't it like? And it wouldn't let me send it. YouTube was like, nope, rephrase it. And I was like, this is a dad joke with normal words. It wasn't talking about like violence or it was like actually like a self-help dad joke.
I'm telling you guys, YouTube is using AI to scan what it is that you're saying, and if they don't like the context of it, they're not allowing it to happen.
I think you're right.
Probably true.
I've been saying this
you can't
for
even say the
months.
word YouTube in a fucking YouTube super chat. It's insane.
That's true because they don't like criticism.
Yep. If you're saying it in a negative context, you can't say it. And it depends on what channel, because it seems like they're using AIs for each individual channel. Like I can say bridge in a super chat talking about the organization. On many channels, I cannot say it on side scrollers.
That's crazy.
I cannot say it at all.
They know.
Yep.
Nerd Wars member for 6 months. I want to play Battlefield as Haktua Girl and a K-pop demon hunter. Well,
you got Call of Duty for that.
Yeah, download Fortnite.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna gatekeep you out of my favorite franchise.
It's going to be available in Call of Duty within the next like 6 months.
It's my favorite franchise, and I haven't fully enjoyed their games since Battlefield 4. Yes, I don't like Battlefield 1. Sue me.
Yeah, we know you're an idiot.
Yeah, I don't like infinitely reloading guns that were made in World War One. Whatever. Sophie, for two
Have fun,
soles, here, have 50 cents, figs. You know what? I think that this super chat costs money because
Oh,
two
You're still gonna
soles.
get $2.
Yeah. Jerry, member for 1 month, master of words, let all know it, the dark side king, the Sith Lord poet. Hail all my friends.
Hail.
Thank you, Jerry.
Hail.
Hell yeah,
Thank
Jerry.
you.
You've been very generous tonight, chat. So here.
I could go really hard into this stuff.
Take the pants off. Take your pants off.
Cock in my throat.
Oh,
that badger clip there at the very end. That's very impressive.
someone send that to me,
Surely.
please.
Talking about chickens.
He's been very clippable lately. I think he's just leaned it into it.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old clip, ain't it?
It's pretty old, yeah.
Oldie but a goodie.
But yeah, if they spent 400 million on this game, like they've spent probably a quarter, right, of what Rockstar has spent on their new GTA game.
That would be
Are they spending
That'd
2
be a
billion?
fifth. 2
How much are
billion.
they? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere between 1.5 and 2 billion.
Yeah.
It'll be 2. Maybe
And-
even
Yeah,
more.
you're probably right.
It's not gonna just print money like Rockstar games do.
No.
Yeah, I
So-
just saw something that said like a couple months back that when Black Ops 6 released, Black Ops hit an all-time like franchise, like all their games hit only 500 million copies sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like Black Ops 3, which is I feel is like a pretty famous game, has only sold so far from when it came out to now 43 million. So how is Battlefield going to sell 100 million when Black Ops
it's
can't
crazy
even do
that
that?
the only gaming company that's really surviving this whole purge going on is 2K because they just make fucking video games and they sell them and they make a huge fucking profit. Isn't that
And
crazy?
it's the same video
Isn't
game
that
as last
crazy?
year.
Well, 2K
Well-
is Civilization, right? They kind of fumbled the ball on 6
and GTA and
Yeah.
well, Borderlands is about to fail. I'll give them that, but they've still got GTA.
Were you gonna say, Gooch?
Well, it's the same thing with EA Sports. Like they do the same
Yeah.
thing with the
Oh, yeah.
hockey, the NFL, the basketball. It's the same thing, and people buy them. And
Also, goodbye. But at the same time, they're shutting down Anthem. 2K isn't shutting down games besides like the older versions.
Yeah. And Anthem was a joke when it came out. If we actually could, I don't know. Did that release on Steam right off the bat? I think it did.
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention to Steam charts as much back then. I should go back and check that out.
Speaking of
So
Steam
I'm
charts,
still upset because Anthem was one of the games that I really wanted to play.
Yeah,
And
People
then
are still have time. You got about 6 months, Hayden.
Yeah, I know. It looked so good whenever it came out, and then it turned out that
I
it
still
was
have fun with
shit, and I didn't.
I'm gonna
buy
play
it.
it again.
I just find it hilarious that on the very same day the Stop Killing Games crossed 1 million signatures is the same day that Anthem got cancelled.
Yep.
Exact same day.
Well, it's not officially canceled until January.
You know what I mean? It was like
yeah, they came out with the news.
I
yeah.
can't remember. It was like
I
12.
know it was
o'clock,
literally
the
like the day
afternoon.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
because they have to
crazy.
give like
It was
6
hours.
months notice or whatever that they're going to shut
Mhm.
down the servers. And
Yeah, well, that made a
was
great
fun,
video on
though.
my channel. So, which I
And
did,
Erwin, I tried to go in to sign the Stop Killing Games petition, but I couldn't because the UK wasn't listed in the EU. It wasn't. Isn't that a surprise?
the
Anyway.
fuck?
I'm still mad that he called me European. I'm not one of those.
No, he's
Alright.
saying that European.
Okay.
All right.
That makes it better somehow.
I'll leave. I'm sorry.
I thought it was funny.
all right.
Thanks,
Well, now
Gooch.
Gooch is
I
in charge.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I think we need to end it here. We're almost at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Gooch, tell everybody
sir.
where they can find you.
Diabolical Souls Animation Unleashed. Yes, the new brand. I will be talking about animation from the early 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and so on. I also do Late Night with Gooch and Gang. The Cabal's there. This guy is on there. And and just been going to be grinding daily. You can catch me 2 o'clock Eastern 11 o'clock PST AM, and talking animation. Yeah, having fun with it. Oh, and there's going to be some other streams coming along too. Like I'll be doing turning Gooch again and some other stuff. So.
And what about your reviewing the cartoons with Goodwin?
That's the animation block. That's me and him doing that. Yeah, daily. Yeah.
Nice. Gotcha. Yeah, that's I caught like 5 minutes of it the other day when I had time. That's pretty fun. It's a nostalgia hit to go back to that. So
how are you planning? How are you planning to do something like the Looney Tunes?
Well, we talk about not just the cartoon itself, like the stories and stuff like that happen onto it, but we talk about the animation techniques that they use. Like today we did Rocky and Bullwinkle, and it's like stop motion stuff. Yeah, 2D, a lot of 2D and stop motion stuff.
That's kind of why I was asking, because with something like the Looney Tunes, it's quite good to go character by character, because sometimes they did change up the animation style or sort of how they came into frame with other characters. It's quite good to do it that way.
Yeah, tomorrow we're doing Thundar the Barbarian,
Nice.
which was really popular in the early 80s there for a 2-year span. And we're going to talk about that, how it was created, why it was canceled, all those things. We do about anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour, depending on the series. Then you got, Looney Tunes. You could probably do a whole freaking month of, stuff like that, because there's so many, such a huge catalog, and it's, iconic Hanna-Barbera. So, or not Hanna-Barbera, sorry. Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes. So, I mean, there's, we're going to have fun with it, and I'm just going to grind away and see what happens.
So you were asking about our other member of the cabal saying gay stuff. Here it is. And I hate my laugh at the end of this because it's such a nervous laugh.
And I'm going to be sitting here with ABF wanking away at the fucking fun of it. I'm going to be sitting here with ABF wanking away at the fucking...
Crazy.
That was on your show. Is that the
Yes,
is that the kind of show that we have to look forward to, Gooch?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Big Bag, I know you're clicking sub right now.
Hey man, I'm gonna start tuning in every time now if we're gonna be doing stuff like that, dude.
All right.
We do have fun on there.
We have too much fun, actually.
Yeah.
Steak Man, what you got going on?
Yeah, man. I mean, ABF's channel, you can find me here on Off the Hip and Trigger Happy. My channel over on Kick, I do Tarky Tuesdays. I started doing Showdown Saturdays. That's like a 5 or 6 hour stream. I just started doing that. We play a bunch of different games. I have some stuff in the works I'm pretty excited about. I got a buddy joining me back on streaming, so that's going to be a ton of fun. And then over on Nerd Scalp's channel, we do Nerd Files, and from my understanding, we have a bunch of stuff in the works now, and I'm really, really excited to get back into it. So, yeah.
Nice. Naganal, would you like to do your intro and outro in one? Or do you just want to do sponsorship spots on my channel?
Yeah, go buy some fucking Gatorade, Gatorade. Totally sponsored.
H2O.
Yeah. Drink a bunch of those before you go watch my videos.
Because we're in this advertisement with you, we get part of the profits, right?
No.
Oh. Well, all right.
I thought he kicked me.
No.
Oh, I'm still here. Okay. Well,
I was gonna say he could just do one for his T-shirt and then it'd be fine.
There you go. The Taco Trump Tuesday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you gotta welcome to the Gulf of America.
I know where to get the best taco bowl in the United States. That's
Trump
Tower,
Tower, baby.
That's right.
Yep.
To make my way down there tomorrow for Taco Tuesday.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, Naganal.
And you can have authentic Mexican food instead of Taco Bell.
Off the hip road
I'd
trip.
rather have Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, live stream it.
Oh.
Ooh.
My Taco Bell drink.
IRL stream.
No, go to Trump Tower, get a taco bowl, and live stream it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive 3 hours just to get a taco.
Motherfucker, I drive like 200 miles a day. You'll be
For work.
fine.
You get paid to do that.
True.
Yeah,
But
go
you'd
watch
be
my
getting a
videos and my live
bowl
streams
from
over
Trump
here.
Tower.
Fucking nagging all the YouTube and Kick. Thanks.
Hell yeah. Hayden, tell us about the video that you're gonna make in the next month or two.
Who knows what it'll be about? But what I actually want to talk
What do you mean I'm
about
lazy?
is
I put
that
up my videos, Chris.
on Saturday was Black Sabbath's final concert.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne did his last concert, and if you guys haven't seen the clips of it yet, somehow go watch them, because they had a ton of like band collaborations that came together and were singing like classic Ozzy songs. They had
Jack
like
Black,
Travis.
though.
That was pre-recorded.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
I don't know.
Tenacious D.
I thought it was decent, and he had Tom Morello's kid playing, and like it was they did good. Like I don't like seeing Jack Black, but they did good. Like, and that's all I'll say about the Jack Black thing. But like having Travis Barker and the lead singer of Ghost perform "Bark at the Moon," that was fucking awesome. And then they had, you know, like a couple of the original Black Sabbath guitarists coming on, and Ozzy's guitarist from, you know, the band split. Like there was so many good things that happened. There was some of it that was kind of meh, but they completely sold out the 45,000 person, what is it? The something Villa, the Birmingham Villa stadium that's there. And man, the concert's just awesome to watch. And Ozzy, he sat in a throne fit for only the Prince of Darkness the entire time, was leaned over on a mic because Ozzy has Parkinson's. He can't stand anymore, not for very long. But he sat in that chair, and you could tell that he wasn't peak Ozzy, but man, was it awesome to see just that last performance. And Black Sabbath is gone now, and you know, I think that's just something that needs to have a little bit of tribute paid to it, because
end of an era.
It truly is the end of an era.
I used to play Guitar Hero to those songs.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And it shaped metal music.
Yeah,
like
they were
Black
the
Sabbath
ones
and
that
Ozzy.
kicked it up.
They were
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's something that, like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. There's clips all over Twitter. I'm sure there's some on YouTube. I'm still looking for the full concert, but yeah, it's Black Sabbath is done now. They had their final concert, and yeah, rock fists up, because it's spectacular to witness that happened. And that's what I want to bring up for my outro.
I thought it was pretty cool that we got a guy like Post Malone shining a spotlight on these small artists like Ozzy.
Yeah, right.
Shut up. Right.
The first time I saw somebody say that when that song came out, I lost my shit. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
It's like, how do you not know Ozzy? Come on.
It's a good song. It's a really good song.
It's a great song.
Well, Nerd Scalp, you want to take us away? I don't know how Big Bat got above you, but he's like somehow just like he's like a hobbit sneaking by. I don't understand.
Yeah, StreamYard decided to be gay, and
gay
it's
hobbit.
cutting out my camera like usual. But
He's on
You're the
top
one
of
who
you.
said-
oh God, no! Please no.
Proto Baggins.
Proto Baggins. Crazy.
Damn.
Oh,
Dildo Baggins.
but yeah, no. So the next couple weeks, I'll be honest, they're going to be a little bit light as far as streaming goes. Got quite a bit of things going on in the real world, including a last-minute move situation. But I'm going to try to focus more on the gaming channel over on YouTube. Try to get some videos uploaded to that when I can. But I'm going to be going on vacation at the end of this week. Going to go see the boys up in Michigan, so that'll be fun.
Can't wait.
But got to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm going to share my screen for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little disappointed when I heard this. Have any of you ever heard of Creator Clash?
Yes. I've actually been to a Creator Clash.
Yeah, so I just found out today that the most recent one for this year was actually canceled. So, and I don't think any like reason has been said why yet, but they put out a post saying, you know, we decided to cancel it. Everyone's going to get a refund, but all the money that we raise is still going to go to charity. So hopefully it actually does go to charity, but we'll see.
They've had a history of it not actually going to charity. And, yeah. Let's just say there's a couple creators that have gotten in trouble for that. And real quick, I just want to say, speaking on that that final Black Sabbath concert, it looks like they made over 140 million pounds, which would be something like $30 million.
Oh.
And most of that money is going to the Parkinson's research and a couple of other things, like some children's hospitals and Parkinson's.
Wait,
research.
they made how many pounds? 140?
Yeah.
Yeah, that equals roughly not 30 million. It's still like hundreds.
Or maybe
it's like it's almost 1-to-1. It's close to 1-to-1.
I don't know these symbols.
One and a
might
half.
be euro.
Yeah, 1.5, something like that. Yeah, but
that might be euro.
Yeah, Euro's same story.
I saw something that said 140 million pounds or euro.
Euro is circular. Pound is like curve and then straight line at the bottom.
Curving like an L, right?
Yeah.
They're all loony dollars.
So 140 million pounds, and most of the money, like I said, it's going to a children's hospital, a Parkinson's research, and some other stuff. So
nice.
But yeah, go follow me on Kick. I'm almost at 200, and go follow me on YouTube. I'm working on the 150 subscriber goal over on the Nerd Files. So, yeah,
hell yeah,
sweet,
nice, dude.
And you know, speaking of charities and special needs, Big Back. What you got going on?
You guys can find me here obviously on Mondays and Wednesday, Trigger Happy off the hip. Continuing the ARC series still. I do have 2 series going, split series. I have one with The Island going right now. Just for me and anyone who else wants to join. And then I have the Ragnarok series with Stankman going on next week Monday. So it's going to be on and off here, but looking to add some more stuff. Just don't know what to play yet. Nothing's really consistent anymore.
Right on. Norman, what you got going on?
Let's see. Wednesday, Hogwarts. Then back here for Trigger Happy. Thursday, Nagano. You're Red Dead, right?
Yeah, sure. What time? Thursday.
There you go. Thursday is sometime Eastern. Yeah, Nagano's going to be showing Red Dead Online. Saturday, Spider-Man, and then Sunday I'm deciding to devote to my Steam Deck, so I actually get some use out of it.
Nice.
Sweet.
Steam Deck Sundays, and I'm going to be playing a game that I've been talking about on stream for quite a while now, from 2011, called Overlord 2. Where you're essentially like this evil overlord, and you have to take over the kingdom or take back the kingdom from the forces of good. So it's a pretty nice game. Other than that, I'm going to go make a sandwich and watch Planet of the Spiders. If you know, you know.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Gooch. We are going to raid into Moxie Dame. She has Philip Chan on tonight. So
Egg roll!
Egg roar. Yeah, so they're going to be going live. Egg roar. They're going to be going live in about 15 minutes. Yeah, because they can't pronounce L's, including egg roar. Yeah.
Are they going to talk Stellar Blade?
Oh, I almost guarantee it. It's one of his favorite games. So
it's one of my favorite games too. Love that game.
Yeah. Looks like we're caught up on super chats. I will be on Erwin's stream, the politics show tomorrow evening. Special guest Jessica Lindstrom is going to be on there.
Very nice.
We're going to have a lot to talk about there tomorrow.
Yeah, and she's known for being very calm and approaching things very carefully,
not swearing or anything.
Yeah, so
she doesn't get mad at anything at all.
But other than that, join us on Wednesdays for the pre-Leighton Gay show called Trigger Happy, and I will see you guys in a couple days. Peace.
Later, everyone.
Bye.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see! I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes!
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Whoa, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.